Saint Clare of Assisi was born to a wealthy Italian family of Roman descent in the year 1194. Whilst Clare was always a prayerful child, it was only from the age of 18 that she made it known to her family that she would be giving her life wholeheartedly to Christ, rather than follow her family's wishes of marriage. The occasion for such a decision was St. Clare's encounter with St. Francis, who preached during a Lenten service at San Giorgio at Assisi. There she asked him to help her live after the manner of the Gospel. Thus, on the evening of Palm Sunday, 1212, St. Clare left her father's house and met with St. Francis in a small chapel where her hair was cut and where she exchanged her rich garments for a plain habit and a veil. She then went to live with some Benedictine nuns. Her father, however, was not at all happy with her decision. He therefore attempted to force her to return home, and as he tried to drag her away, St. Clare clung to the altar of the church and professed that she would have no other husband than Jesus Christ. At this, she is said to have thrown aside her veil to show her cropped hair to her astonished father. A few days later, St. Clare moved to another Benedictine convent and was shortly joined by her sister Caterina. There they remained until a small dwelling was built for them next to the church of San Damiano. This was the church at which a few years earlier St. Francis had had a vision of the crucified Christ, who had said to him, "Francis, don't you see my house is crumbling apart? Go then and restore it." Soon other women joined St. Clare, and they became known as the Poor Ladies of San Damiano. At the age of 22, St. Clare accepted the role of abbess at San Damiano, which meant she now had the authority to lead her community rather than being bound by the orders of a priest. There, her community lived a simple life of poverty, prayer, and seclusion from the world, according to a rule which St. Francis had given them. The nuns went barefoot, slept on the ground, ate no meat, and observed almost complete silence. Such was the radical nature of their poverty that numerous popes suggested that they adopt a more moderate lifestyle. But St. Clare vehemently opposed such suggestions. In 1228, when Pope Gregory IX offered St. Clare a dispensation from the vow of strict poverty, she replied, "I need to be absolved from my sins, but not from the obligations of following Christ." The Pope thus relented and granted them the privilegium pauperetis, that nobody could oblige them to accept any possessions. St. Clare had such a desire to emulate the poverty and the virtues of St. Francis that she was sometimes referred to as an alter Franciscus, another Francis. She also played a significant role in encouraging and aiding Francis, whom she saw as her spiritual father, and she took great care of him in his final illness. After St. Francis's death, St. Clare continued to promote the growth of her order, writing letters to abbesses in other parts of Europe, encouraging their radical commitment to corporate poverty. St. Clare died on the 11th of August, 1253, and 10 years after her death, Pope Urban IV officially changed the name of the Order of Poor Ladies to the Order of St. Clare. The radical nature of poverty that St. Clare chose to adopt was clearly controversial at the time, and no doubt it still is. But nevertheless, her poverty is a very powerful witness to the gospel of Jesus Christ. In the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus preached the Beatitudes, the first of which is, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." St. Clare has therefore left us with a wonderful legacy of Christ's kingdom breaking into our world. May the poor Clares continue to flourish, and may they inspire us to desire nothing more than to be rich in Jesus Christ.